Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I thought today I would do something a little bit different, and I'm going to talk about tarot card and oracle decks and which ones I use for my readings and why I use them. And also I'm having a coffee as well because I love having coffee. It's like my addiction. For those who love coffee, cheers guys, because I need all the caffeine I can get today. I'm definitely having some sort of energy shift, so I'm feeling a bit. So let me have a sip of this and then we'll start. Yes, I'm a slurper. I'm sorry. So this is my very first deck of cards that I got. I don't use these anymore, only because some of them are in a little bit of bad shape. I'm trying to find the ones in my deck that are. So these are my fairy cards. They're by Alana Fairchild. Oh, that's one of them. Thanks to my lovely children when they were younger. I think this was my son who decided to eat my deck. And then there's another one that's kind of like starting to go on the edge there. So I don't use them. I'm trying to protect them as much as possible because I do love them. And like I said, they were my very first deck. I bought these at Back to Basics in Williamstown probably about 7 years ago. My name in Russian means fairy queen. I've actually got it tattooed on my foot. And I love the fairy realm and I love these cards, and as soon as I saw them I was completely attracted to them, and when I held them in the box I had a really good feeling about them. They were just absolutely beautiful. So I'll show you some of them. There we go. It's not really that clear, but I'll show you some of my favorite ones that I love. Because there's a few of them that I love in this deck. I love the Dark Moon, which is about maturation and growing. Gorgeous. Oops, put it back the right way. And the other one that I love, there's a couple of cards I love in this deck. Here it is. It's the fertility card, and even though that can mean what it means, it also means rebirth and new beginnings. And finally, the last favorite one I love in this deck, he's a male. The wizard. Now I've got to find him. No, you're the green man. Where are you? I can't find him. He's in there though. I think he's at the beginning of the deck when I Oops. Yeah, my deck's all upside down all over the place. Anyhow, I've got to fix that deck later. Yeah. Going back to this deck, the reason... Ooh, you just lost me for a second. My iPad decided to drop. The reason why I love this deck so much is because when I read from them, I get really good, accurate readings. And the other thing I love about them too is they're very honest cards. They really are a bit too honest sometimes, because with fairies, they're all jumping around at me now. That tends to happen. They play around a wee bit. Yeah, they will just tell the person what they really want to know. So if you really wanted an honest reading from me, this is like probably one of the better card decks that I actually own. But like I said, I don't use them because of the ones that are actually broken. I don't want them to diminish or get worse than what they are. And what I'm doing at the moment is my OCD is telling me, there he is. There's the one that I like. So here's the Acorn Intuition. He's got to do with connection and exchange. I knew I would find him in my deck somewhere. I'm turning all the cards the right way around because the OCD in me is now like not happy that my deck is upside down. So now I'm turning them the right way up while I talk to you. The other thing too is when you purchase a deck, your very first deck, a person has to actually buy them for you. So these were given to me as a gift. So that way then you're not doing readings out of selfishness or for your own good will. So for those who are psychic will understand what I mean. when you're doing readings as well for people, you got to be careful what you say and how you say it, because you can get sued. Another thing is you cannot tell people when they're going to die, because if that's incorrect, then yes, they can see your butt as well. And I've got it in my cute little fairy pouch, which I also love. So I love this deck. It's one of my favorites. Okay. Now I'm going to talk to you about the next deck. So I use this deck in every single reading that I do. Funny story about this deck. It's by Doreen Virtue. How do I say this? So I did have a deck of cards before the ones that I just showed you, which was this deck. When I got it, I absolutely hated this deck. I actually threw it in the bin. Not this particular one. There was one before that. I didn't resonate with it. I didn't like it. I didn't get any feelings from it. But here I am 7 years later with the same deck. And I absolutely now love it. And I resonate with it. I like the cards. These are really nice and soft. And they're very, what I mean by soft, I mean like they're not, they're very angelic. So that's what I'm trying to say. They're very, see what I mean? They're soft. They're very gentle cards. That's what I mean by that. So I can't get my words out today. But yeah, so with this card deck here, I basically use this for every single one of my readings that people come over. I relate to this deck. I have really good energy with this deck. I relate to the angels because I believe in angels, as well as fairies, and as well as other things, which I won't get into because then this video will just be too long. What I like about this deck is that it's very easy to use. The cards are a good size. They're easy to shuffle. And I get really good messages from these. Half the time I don't really read off them, but they give me really good messages. I do have a few favorite cards in this deck. So one is the victory card, which means all good positive things will come your way. The other card that I love in this deck, where are you? They're all over the place. I haven't used them in a while because I haven't had readings in a while since we've been in ISO, because can't have people come over. I've had a couple of over the phone readings, which is really cool. But yeah, I mainly use these for my clients. Oh, there it is. It's the Mystique card. It's about going and charging ahead. So normally we get that and the victory card next to each other. It's actually really good. So yeah, I use these ones like pretty much every day. I'll even do a quick 3 card reading for you all. Let me just zoom in. Okay, so it's basically all about healing at the moment. I think everyone's going through a transformation during this isolation here in Melbourne. I also think as well that a lot of people who are awake are feeling this more than other people. So people that are empathic and psychic are feeling this change in isolation. The other thing is as well is that, yeah, that a lot of people are just frustrated. We're feeling the energy and things haven't been that great for everyone. But I have a funny feeling by October, everything is kind of going to go slowly back to the way that it was. That's what the cards are telling me. So these are my angel card decks. I'm going to pop these babies back in. The next deck I'm going to talk about is the Lovers deck. Woohoo! I mainly do this when people want reading about their partners or people that they're in love with, or boyfriends, husbands, girlfriends, whichever way they swing. These are also by Doreen Virtue. It's kind of funny because I don't really like Doreen Virtue, but for some reason these cards actually speak to me. The reason why I don't like Doreen Virtue is because one minute she's making all this money by making cards, and then the next minute she's against it all by turning to Christianity, which I don't understand, because I truly believe that Jesus was actually a psychic himself. He predicted his own death. So that's what I believe. You don't have to believe what I believe. That's just what my belief and thoughts are. I thought it was the postman again. I was like, not again. So with this deck, it's quite a beautiful deck. It's got the gold edging on it. I love the feel of these. They glide easily and they shuffle too. The other reason why I love them once again is because they're angels. Most of these are really like honest as well. So there's a few cards in here that I also do like as well. Well, we all like the soulmate card because we all know what that means. That's pretty obvious. There's another one in here that I like. Where are you? You're here at the front because I know I saw you just a second ago and I've lost you. I normally get the same cards at the moment with this. Every time I shuffle them, it's kind of funny how when you shuffle you get the same cards over and over again. It means I'm really not listening. Yeah, so there's really good cards in there that I do like, but I can't find the one. I'm looking. Oh, here it is. You've already met your romantic partner. That's one of my other favorite ones. This could be the one. Who doesn't like to hear that their partner is the one for them? Or could be the one for them. So I'm going to give these a shuffle. I'll do a 3-card reading out of this one. So, I think this is more for myself than everyone else. So, true love, chemistry, and time to release your ex. How funny is that? Yes, I know what those cards mean. I don't want to really have to explain them on here, but yeah. So that's that deck. Now, I've got a new deck that I just got about 3 or 4 weeks ago. When I saw this deck online, I'm like, I've got to have this deck. It's a Moonology deck. So it's all about the moon cycles. Oh my God, this deck is so beautiful. This is by Yasmin Boland. The cards are divine. I haven't used them too much yet. I haven't really practiced on anyone yet because I haven't anyone to practice on. But I'll show you a few of the cards just to show you what they're like. So, like, for example, Fiery Climax approaches. I love, oh, there's so many nice ones in here, and I love this deck because I love the way it feels. It just feels really natural to me when I'm holding them. Like, for example, this one, Your Dreams Are Practical Plan. Like how beautiful is that? The ram. And there is, I like this card too. You Are Good Enough. But she's gorgeous, the goddess. There's another one that I really like in here. The fishies, yes, yeah. Meditate and contemplate with the fish. That's gorgeous. And I think that's got to do with being a Piscean as well. This is a Scorpio moon, which relates to me because I'm a Scorpio. It's time to release your negative energy. I'll do a little quick reading out of this deck. I'll try not to make it about myself, but my energy is a bit haywire today, so God knows what I'm going to get. I close my eyes sometimes when I'm shuffling because I feel all the energy. It feels so good. Okay. Okay, so this is for everyone, not just for me. A new start is coming, so I definitely feel that by October, if we don't come out of lockdown, I feel like all the Victorians are going to start protesting and we're going to ask for our freedom back. And that's when I feel like everyone's just going to turn on the government and we are going to go forward and charge ahead and go back to our normal lives. So that's what that card's telling me. Prosperity lies ahead. So everyone who's going through financial issues at the moment, I want you to know it's going to come to an end pretty soon. I know by January things will start to pick up for everyone again, and that financially things will kind of sort of start going back to normal. I want you to know it's getting close, so please be patient. I know it's so hard when everyone's going through such a hard time, but I want you to know that it's going to be okay. Hang in there, please hang in there. It's just a little bit longer. So that's what the cards are telling me. And communication is the key. So I think at the moment, I think it's really important while we're in lockdown to keep up communication with each other. And I think it's really good that everyone's checking up on each other. So keep doing that, everyone, because everyone needs that. We all need that human interaction. So please, please, please check on your loved ones. Please check up on even the people you haven't spoken to in a while and make sure that they're okay. That's what the card's telling me. So that is that deck as well. I really can't wait to use this deck more often, because for me, I think this is going to be really, really good for my clients and really, really good for really good readings. So for those who do want a reading, I am doing online readings at the moment, or over the phone, until we come out of isolation. Then I'll be doing back face-to-face readings again. So if anyone does want a reading, just let me know. I'm trying not to plug too much about you guys wanting to have a reading. I just really want to show you my card decks, to be honest with you. But in case anyone does want to, I am offering it to you all. And yeah, so they are my decks, my gorgeous decks, and my gorgeous crystal, my gorgeous quartz crystal, which needs a cleansing, which I'm going to do in the next new moon, because it's, I don't know, it's not looking very clear at the moment. It's looking a bit foggy. So I'm going to give that a good cleanse, and then hopefully that will clear that up. But I also use this during my readings as well. I kind of hold on to this while I'm doing my readings. Just keeps me grounded during the readings and clears any negative energy that I may be picking up. So that's my big baby, my big bad boy. So that pretty much concludes my video today, and I hope to all see you soon. See you guys.